What's up, guys? What's up? Thank you for the like on the live. I appreciate it. I don't know who all is in here, but hope you're having a good day. We got a new phone, so the film should be a lot better. Hopefully, the quality is a lot better on this phone than with the other phone. Sorry, guys. The sun is right in my face right now. Who's on here? How are you? We're just chilling today. Got my new phone, so I figured I'd go live on it and see how good the quality is compared to the other phone. It looks a lot better. You can actually see the true color of my hoodie and stuff too. Seems like it's kind of bright, but anyways, how are you? Whoever's in here, I can't see who you are yet, unless you comment. I just figured I was chilling today and I'd come on and say what's up to you guys. Anybody that's new in here, if you want to hear my story about me losing my leg, if you want to hear the story about my disability, if you want to hear the story about my drug addiction, let me know in the comments and I will tell you the story. I could tell you my story from start to finish if you want to hear it. Because I've had kind of a chaotic life. I was born with a disability called spina bifida. I grew up being bullied because of my disability. I became a drug addict, partially because of my disability and then partially because I like drugs. But we are sober now, obviously. And then I lost my leg when I was 25 from drug addiction. I was a drug addict from the time I was 13 all the way up until I was probably 31, 32. And then I got sober. I lost my leg from a septic infection in my leg. I got a hole in the bottom of my foot, and then I got a septic infection in my leg. Sorry, guys. I have to have my hat over my eyes because the sun is blinding. Stop. It's 42 degrees where I'm at. 42 degrees, and we've only had one thing of snow the whole time. This whole winter, we've only had it snow once, and it didn't stick. What's up, guys? How are you? If anybody's here that's been here on my channel, let me know if the quality on this camera is better. Because I got a new phone, so the quality should be a lot better. I got the Galaxy S5, or the Galaxy S5, or 25, sorry. So hopefully this is a lot better. Anyways, I'll get back to what I was saying. So I'll just start from the beginning. So my name is Scottie. I was born in a small town called Baker City, Oregon. I was born with a disability called spina bifida. Spina bifida, basically, my spine was messed up and my legs were messed up when I was born. And I had to have a tube put in the back of my head so that liquid would stay off my brain. So I grew up wearing leg braces on my legs, using crutches, being bullied because I wasn't like everybody else. I was bullied all the way up until I hit middle school. When I hit middle school, I got friends that had my back, and that would, if I was getting messed with, would have my back and help me. Two, I became a pill addict at the age of 13 because one, it helped with physical pain, and then two, it was helping with the emotional pain. At least I thought it was. Um, and I stayed a pill addict all the way up until I turned 21 years old. When I turned 21, on my 21st birthday, actually, I found my brother using meth. Um, and I asked my brother if I could do it with him. My brother actually told me no. He said he wasn't going to do it with me. But I knew that the other guy that was living with us at the time, which was my brother's friend, I knew if my brother was doing dope, then this guy was doing dope too. So I went downstairs and I asked him, "Hey, can I try? I want to try this shit that you guys are doing," which was dope, obviously. I told him I wanted to try it, see, so I could kind of experience why they were doing it, I guess. Um, so I did dope for the first time. I became a dope addict after that. I was stuck on meth for. I did meth until I was 25. I got a hole in the bottom of my foot, and then I went back to work, and I was working, and I went to step down on my leg, and my leg felt like it turned to jello. So I couldn't walk. I ended up having to go back to the hospital. When I got to the hospital, they told me I have a septic infection in my leg that they were going to do antibiotics. They did antibiotics for about 6 months. The antibiotics didn't work. So it turned to either I was going to lose my leg or I was going to lose my life. So I chose to lose the leg. I got sober at that time. Stayed sober up until I was about 21 or 22. And then I got back on dope again. Smoked dope until I was doing dope for about a year. And then I lost my job. I lost my dog. I lost my apartment that I was, it's a motel room. I was staying in a motel room. I lost my motel room. So I was living in the park after that. Sorry, I had to hit my vape. So I was living in the park, one leg, high on dope, pretty much dying. I was at the point of my life where I was going to die if I didn't stop. I finally hit this point where something crazy happened. My dad and his boss were coming to work. My dad not only digs graves, but my dad also takes care of the parks and stuff in my hometown. So I was sleeping in the park. They turned on the sprinkler system. It completely soaked me. At this point, I hit this breaking point of I didn't want to do this anymore. So I ended up telling my dad's boss, because he came over to talk to me. All I wanted to do was talk to my dad one more time before I died or before I made the right decision. So after I talked to my dad, when I was at that time, I told my dad I was going to go to rehab. I went to rehab. Well, first I tried to get into rehab in my hometown. They denied me and said that they wouldn't let me in. Please like and subscribe. They told me they wouldn't let me in to that rehab because my mom worked there. So I went back out and I went to go buy an 8-ball of dope, and I was going to go get high so that I could get into some kind of rehab. Well, on my way to go, after I went and bought this 8-ball of dope, I was walking down the pathway and I got a call from my mom telling me that they found a place for me to go in Ontario, Oregon. So I went to rehab. I got sober. Graduated rehab. Ended up in a sober home. Because I have one leg and I have spina bifida, I'm not able to walk really long distances. Well, I wasn't able to get to my recovery classes, so they kicked me out of the sober home and shipped me off out here to Boise, Idaho, which is where I'm at now. I live in Boise, Idaho. They sent me out here to live in a homeless shelter. I was in a very bad homeless shelter when I first got here, and then they moved me to this homeless shelter that I currently live in. I've been sober for 2 years now. Dope free. Haven't done dope in 2 years. I still smoke weed on occasion, but other than that, I don't do any other drugs. Most of the time, I would even take my pills that I get from the doctor. Um, so now it's like I do things completely sober, and I do my recovery classes and stuff. That guy behind me over there is he's my recovery coach. He's the guy that runs the groups where I'm at. I stay. I don't know what he's doing back there. But yeah, that's Terrence. He's the guy that runs our recovery groups where I stay. He's a lot of the reason why I'm still sober today. If it wasn't for him letting me do his groups and stuff, I probably wouldn't be sober. I probably would have been still struggling, but he's helped me out a lot. Terrence, there's all those ones, and then there's a bunch in the back too.
Is this one anybody's?
I don't think so. No. But yeah, so that's my story. I've been 2 years sober now. Like I said, a lot of that guy's help. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be where I am now. Even when I fucked up, he's actually given me chances and helped me and always had my back. And then there's that asshole over there. Look at him. That's Sandy. That's my homeboy. What are you doing? Then there's Terrence.
No.
How's everybody's day going though? If you didn't hear my story and you want to hear it, let me know and I will tell it again. I have no problem with that. I usually stay on YouTube for about an hour and hang out. So if you guys want to come hang out and chill. Also, I have a merch line. This is my merch. I make these. On the back, it says, if you believe in yourself, anything is possible. So if you guys are interested in hoodies and things like that, let me know. And I'll give you the details on it. Hopefully more people come in. What's up, guys? Hopefully Leanne and them come in here. Give me 1 second.
Every time I had to deal with... Hey, hold up. Okay, right there.
So if you're somebody who's actually been on this channel before, let me know if the quality of this camera is better. Hopefully some people come on that'll come on and say what's up. I'm just kind of hanging out today. Like I said, I didn't go live yesterday. I was out getting a new phone. I'll only be on here for about an hour today because I have something I have to go get my bike fixed.
I got told that she would be that person who's on the picture before I was even here.
Yeah, I got to go get my bike fixed here in a little while. So I'm gonna be on here for about an hour though, and just hanging out, saying what's up. That's my buddy Harley in the background over there. That's where this thing is. It's a motorcycle. There's a bunch of bikes back there too. Oh no, never mind. I was wrong. His motorcycle is right there. Oops. That's my buddy's motorcycle.
I never am.
What's up, guys? Anybody coming in? What's up? We're just chilling. Hopefully, somebody comes in that actually is from this channel. If you're on this channel and you've watched me before, let me know if my camera quality is better. I just got a new phone, so the quality should be much better. I got the Galaxy S25, so hopefully you guys can see the quality better. What's up, guys? Everybody coming in, please like the live. What's up, guys? Anybody coming in, please like the live, say what's up. Let me know you're here. What's up, yo? What you guys doing? We're just chilling. I'm waiting for more people to come on. Hopefully more people will show up, but give me 1 second. Hopefully we can get some more people coming in from Facebook. So I guess while I'm waiting, I'll just tell my story again. So my name is Scottie Cully. I was born and raised in a small town called Baker City, Oregon. I was born with a disability called spina bifida. My back and my legs were messed up when I was born. I was bullied a lot in high school, in grade school, or not in high school, in grade school. Up until I hit middle school, then I actually got friends that, even though I walked different and everything, they didn't care. They actually wanted to hang out with me because I was a cool person. So I started hanging out with people that actually liked to fight and who had my back when people were trying to mess with me and bully me. They'd come in and they'd have my back. But also the trauma of being messed with as a kid and everything I became a pill addict. I started doing pills at the age of 13, trying to get away from physical pain and mental pain. So I was a pill addict up until I turned 21 years old. When I turned 21 years old, I found my brother doing dope for the first time that I knew. I didn't know he was doing it. I found out that he was doing it on my 21st birthday. So I went in and I asked my brother what he was doing. He was doing dope. I asked him if I could try it. He said no. Well, I knew that our roommate that was my brother's friend, I knew he was doing dope too. So I went in and I said, hey, my brother won't let me try it, so I'm going to ask you to let me try it. He said yes because he didn't want me to go somewhere where around people that I couldn't trust. So I did dope for the first time on my 21st birthday. I did meth up until I was 24, I believe. I got a hole in the bottom of my foot, and I got a septic infection in my foot. So when I was 24, I went to the hospital because I couldn't walk. I was at work and I couldn't walk. So I got to the hospital. They tell me I have a septic infection in my body and that they're going to try to do antibiotics. They did antibiotics for about 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, the antibiotics weren't working. So they basically told me either I was going to lose my life or I was going to lose my leg. So I chose to lose the leg, obviously. And this is when I got sober for the first time. I got sober after losing my leg because I was scared that if I didn't, I was going to die because I was already that close to death then. So I stopped doing dope up until I was about 31, 32 years old maybe. And then I relapsed because I was working at this restaurant called the Oregon Trail Motel. Well, where I was working, my boss had just hired a tweaker as, what's up, man? My boss just hired a tweaker as a cook. He didn't know he was doing dope, but I did. Well, one day I was doing my work and everything, and I walked outside to go take a break, and this dude was smoking a bowl of dope out back. So I chose to. He asked me, "Hey, you want to fucking hit this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I got high again at about 30. I think I was 31 or 32. I can't really remember. Um, so I got high again. Please like and subscribe. I need more subscribers to get to 2,000 subscribers. Please help me get to 2,000 subscribers. Um, so when I after I lost my leg, I got sober and I went back to work. Was working for about a year. My boss hired this dude, and this dude, obviously, like I said, was doing dope. Found out he was doing dope. Ended up doing dope with this guy. Then this dude became my dope dealer for the next probably 5 or 6 months. Um, and I was so high on dope that I couldn't do my job. I couldn't do anything. Hi, Robert Ramsey. Thank you for coming in. Please like the live and please subscribe. This channel is about recovery. It's about dealing with depression. It's about dealing with suicide. It's about dealing with difficult things in your life. Whether you're a parent of a drug addict, whether you are a family member of a drug addict, whether you are a drug addict yourself, whether you deal with depression yourself or you have somebody in your life that deals with depression, whether you've dealt with suicide or you are somebody that is suicidal, that's what this channel is about. This channel is a community of people that you can reach out to when you need help or when you just need somebody to listen to that can talk you through your issues, or somebody that you can just reach out and talk to. I also have a Discord that's down in my bio. Anybody is more than welcome to reach out to me on Discord and talk to me also on Discord. Also, my name is Scottie Cully. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok. Anywhere you need to reach me, you can reach out to me and talk to me. Deborah, hi, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Again, if you guys want to hear my story from being born with a disability, to my suicidal issues, to dealing with my suicide, because I've had, this is a sad thing that most people don't know, is I've had people die every year since the year I was 13. I've never been through a year without one of my friends or somebody dying. So I've dealt with a lot of death. I'm an ex-drug addict, so I know a lot about recovery. I know a lot about being on drugs. I know a lot about being bullied. I know a lot about being born differently. Um, Also, this channel, I do tell my story. Um, if you guys want to hear my story from being born with a disability, losing my leg, um, being a drug addict, if you want to hear any of those things, you can let me know, and I will tell you. Yes, that is actually technically a disability. That is what I would. I mean, that is still considered a disability in some way. Um, and it doesn't matter whether it's a mental disability, whether it's a physical disability, whatever it is. Like, you can you are more than welcome to reach out to me at any time you need me. I think my type is ASD. I'm not sure. Yes, that is technically that's a physical disability. Um, that's what I mean. Any of those things that you need to reach out to me and talk to me about, if you just need somebody to talk to. Hey sis, what's up? Christy is my sister. She knows she's one of the people that watched me go through some of the worst times in my life. She was also one of the very few people that were there for the good parts of my life. Um, she was one of the people that had to sit there and watch her brother slowly kill himself. Two brothers, not just one. Both of her brothers, me and my older brother, we were both drug addicts. She had to watch that, just like my parents had to watch that. But the thing about my sister, though, that's different than like my mom, is my sister knew through my drug addiction that there was nothing that she could do. My mom, on the other hand, always used to take it as her fault, and it's not. That's one thing I will tell you is if you're a parent of a drug addict, do not ever believe that you are the reason why your kid is a drug addict, because that's not the case. Your kid becomes a drug addict by choice. No, let me rephrase that. You don't become a drug addict by choice, but you do drugs by choice. But out of all my family, though, like, see, that's one thing people don't understand. Like, the reason why I'll tell you 100% that my family had nothing to do with my drug addiction is my family gave us the best life we could have. Like, me and my brother, we had great lives. Me and my brother and my sister, like, we had great. We didn't have expensive things and all these fancy things, but we had better parents than most people did. No, that's good to know that it might heal up. I mean, see, that's a good thing though. See, you have something, you know that it's healing, which is a good thing. So that's something that you should definitely it's I'm sure that's a hard thing to deal with, especially being like when it's something with your heart. But at the end of the day, you know, you got to be thankful for the little things in life, like that you're still alive and that you're still doing what you got to do. Because there's lots of times in my life, like with my disability, that I could have given up and I could have, you know, thrown in the towel and been like most kids with this my disability. Most kids with my disability, they end up in wheelchairs. So I'm lucky to be able to walk. I'm lucky that I'm alive, actually. Um, through everything that I've been through, if I wasn't like, in all reality, I shouldn't be alive. Through my drug addiction should have killed me. Losing my leg, having that septic infection should have killed me. I've done a lot of bad things that could have killed me in my life. Um, and that's why I am thankful to be alive, is because I've had so many trying times in my life where I should have died that I didn't, that I know now that I have things to be grateful for. Like, I have a sister that has 3 fucking beautiful kids that I get to love and be around and be in their life now because I'm not a drug addict anymore. Um, Also, my brother has kids that I get to be in their life now because I'm not a drug addict. I actually get to be in my family's life now because I'm not a drug addict. I get to have good friends because I'm not a drug addict anymore. You know what I mean? I get good things in my life where I don't have to worry about shit all the time. Natalie, what's up? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you guys. Please like the live and please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. We're close, but we're not there. Anybody coming in? Again, my name is Scottie Cully. I was born with a disability. I was a drug addict. I was bullied as a kid growing up. I've dealt with a lot of suicide in my life and drug addiction and depression and feeling suicidal myself. So we do talk a lot about those things in this channel. Well, what's up? How are you? Thank you guys, everybody, for coming in. Thank you for the likes on the live. Anybody that's subscribed, thank you so much for helping. I'm trying to get this. That's what we're doing on this channel, is growing a community of people that have been through different struggles and need a place to go where they can vent and come on and talk about their struggles. Not only that, I talk about my struggles with my disability. I talk about how I lost my leg. I talk about my drug addiction. I talk about how I've dealt with a lot of suicides in my life, overdoses in my life, losing family members. I talk about those things a lot on this channel. So if you are one of the people that want to be part of this community and grow with us and build a bigger community of people that can come in and talk to each other and have a good time just having a conversation, that's what this channel is about. And I love you guys, everybody that's subscribed and everybody that's liked the live and everybody that's on this journey with me. I love you guys. Like, you guys are amazing. And if it wasn't for you guys, none of this would be possible. So I appreciate you guys so much. We do not always do just like the recovery stuff. I also do short videos that are like motivational quotes, inspirational quotes, positive quotes. I also do haunted videos. I do cemetery videos. We're going to be starting doing some exploring abandoned videos, abandoned videos, exploring abandoned building videos. I appreciate you guys coming in because it actually does mean a lot. Like I said, if it wasn't for you guys, none of this would even be possible. So I appreciate you guys more than you guys even know. Even though when we're just kind of chilling here, talking and whatnot, I appreciate when you guys come in and chill with me. Because I do put a lot of I do put a lot of time in YouTube. I haven't been so much recently because there's just been a lot going on in my life that has kind of been chaos. Go ahead, bro. Get your water. You got to stay hydrated, bro. Staying hydrated is fucking important. Probably should stop cussing so much. My bad. My bad. I don't mean to cuss like that. I cuss a lot sometimes. It's not intentional. I just cuss a lot because I'm old. I'm not old. I'm only 34, but I feel old. Every day I get up, especially with having one leg, losing a leg makes you feel old. As weird as that sounds. When I lost my leg, it made me feel like I aged like fucking 30 years. I gotta stop cussing. I usually cuss when I'm like passionate about something, or whether I like, if I start getting into a conversation about something that I'm passionate about, I cuss, but it's not intentional. Or if something makes me mad, obviously I cuss. But I also come from where I was raised, you're allowed to cuss as long as you're not around women. I try not to even cuss around my mom. Well, especially around my mom. You having fun?
Huh?
So you having fun?
All the time, baby. Look where I'm at.
I know, in hell.
Yeah, dude. I can't stop that. You ever been to Disneyland?
No.
No? Like Magic Mountain or anything? Have you ever been to, like, the beach?
No.
Have you ever had a really good barbecue?
Yes.
Yeah, it's more fun than that, dude.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, bro. What country am I in? I'm in America. Also, hey, if you're somebody that's from this channel that's already been on this channel, is the camera better on this phone? I got a new phone, so hopefully this is a lot better. Yeah, if you're young, you shouldn't cuss. Only time you should cuss is around you if it's just around your dad. You should never cuss around your mom or girls. I don't cuss in front of girls most of the time, unless something has happened that requires cussing, I guess. You're 18? I mean, you're an adult, so you're allowed to cuss. Just don't, like I said, I just don't like to cuss around my mom. Most of the time. I don't cuss around my mom just because it's a respect thing. For the most part. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I do cuss in front of my mom. But I try my best not to. Just because I was raised, you don't cuss in front of your mom and you don't cuss in front of women. The only time I cuss in front of women is if they deserve it, I guess. But no, so this camera does look better. I just got the Galaxy S25, so it should be better. I just had to get in. I went and got a new phone yesterday because I was tired of this crappy camera. The camera on my other phone is crap. This one, it's not. It actually looks good. But allows me to cuss, but I don't do it and don't want to. Yeah, I try not to cuss for the most part. Unless there's a reason to cuss, I try not to cuss. But like I said, mostly out of respect, especially where I'm at, because I'm in a homeless shelter and there's a lot of older people here. I don't really cuss in front of older people. That's like my grandma. I don't cuss in front of my grandma either. And she's crazy. My dad says my grandma's a witch. My dad has said my grandma was a witch since we were kids. Which she might be. That was a story my dad always told us, that my grandma was a witch and that she flew around on a broom. He used to tell me all the time, don't be disrespectful to your grandma or she's going to turn you into a frog. So what is everybody else up to today? How's everybody's day going? I really don't talk to my grandma all that often. My grandma is my mom's mom, and I just don't. The only reason I don't really go out there, I mean, obviously I'm a state away, but the only reason I don't really go there when I'm there is because my Uncle Garrett lives there and I don't like him. My Uncle Garrett's, he's cracked out and I don't want to be around him. And he disrespects my mom and I want to punch him in the mouth. That's the only time I ever get violent, really, or like loud, is like if somebody disrespects my mom or my sister. You disrespect my sister, I'm gonna punch you in the face. But disrespect. Oh, yeah, I know. Mom told me you're back in college and shit. But you're smarter than me. You already know I ain't gonna be able to do that. My sister she's in college, so she has to do college work. She went back to college for nursing, I believe. That's what you're in college for, right, Christy? Is nursing? Or is that what you were doing college for before, and then now you're doing something different? Mom told me you were in college, but I didn't. Yeah, one term left, then on to nursing program. Oh, shit. So you did a 4-year college program, and then you're doing another 4 years? Or was it like a 2-year thing? Yeah, she does. My sister, she was originally in college. She went to originally a college in our hometown, but then she had to go to work, so she stopped doing college. And then she restarted college, I think like a year ago or something like that, a couple years ago. And then she takes care of 3 little kids, so that's on top of doing the college and working. And yeah, she has my 2 nephews and my niece. So she takes care of kids and she does college, and I think she has a job. I can't remember. I don't really get to talk to them very often either because they're busy all the time, so they have to do adulting like the rest of us. Only difference with my adulting than her adulting is she has to adult for 3 little kids. I don't. Luckily. Not that I don't. I mean, I love my nephews and nieces, but I don't want to be a dad. Well, technically, it's like 12 years LOL started. Yeah, so I knew you were doing college, and then you left college because you were working, and then you got pregnant, and then you were working again after you got pregnant, and then you got pregnant again. Yeah, this is my brand. I make these. On the back of it, it says It says if you believe in yourself, anything is possible. So yeah, I make these. So if anybody's interested in merch, you can let me know. And I have hats, I have shirts, I have hoodies, I have sweatshirts, I have regular shirts, I have long sleeve shirts. Um, I was gonna come out with a coat line, but it's winter's almost over, so I'm not gonna do that this year. Before next winter, I'm gonna have some winter coats out. Right now, though, if you guys are interested in merch, just message me and let me know. The hoodies are $40. No, it don't matter any country. I can send it to a different country. I'm getting ready to send a hoodie off to Australia actually here pretty soon. So yeah, it doesn't matter what country you're going. I have it where it shows the money exchange and everything, like how much it would cost from your country and how much it would cost from my country. Like it shows the difference. So yeah, it doesn't matter what country you're in or anything. I can send it to any country. Like I said, I'm sending one off to Australia here pretty soon. The only thing you really pay for is the hoodie. I pay for the shipping and the handling. Uh, so you don't pay for shipping. I pay for the shipping. You just pay the $40 for the hoodie, and that's for any country. I don't care what country you're in. I can send it. I'll pay for the postage. You just pay for the hoodie or the sweatshirt or the whatever you want. Like I said, I have hats too. I'm gonna buy a hat so you guys can see it on me. I have a shirt that I can show you guys. It's a white shirt with the logo on it. This merch line will be going till summer, and then summer I'm gonna make new merch. So well, that's up to you. I'm just saying if you're interested. It doesn't matter what country you're in or whatever. I can send them to whatever country. Anybody that is interested in the merch, let me know, and I'll make it happen. Uh, like I said, I make these. I have soon as the first day of summer that all this merch is going to be different. So it's going to be a completely different merch line. Um, it's going to have a different quote on the back. It'll still have this picture, but it'll have a different quote on the back. So each time the quote is going to change, but the logo will stay the same. So if anybody's interested in the merch, this year's merch, it's this with you can, if you believe in yourself, anything is possible. If you're interested in the next merch, let me know. Doesn't matter. Like I said, wherever it needs to be sent, I'll send it to wherever. It's fine. The postage, sending postage does not matter. Like I said, I'll pay the postage. You just pay. Whoever wants it can just pay for the hoodie. What the fuck is going on over here? Morning. How are you? Leanne, does this camera look better? I got a new phone, so I'm glad to see you too. I'm glad you came on. No, you're good. It doesn't matter. I usually only stay on for about an hour. What's up, Green? How are you? Deborah, what's up? Your cousin what? Good, because I paid a lot of money for this new phone. And then they gave me a free fucking smartwatch. I got a smartwatch for free. Plus this tracker. Hopefully you have a good day. Vasil, however you say your name. I'll be on here for a while. It's 5:51 there. Yeah, I had to buy this. I had to get a new phone because I was tired of people saying that other camera sucked, which it did. So that other camera I had was shit. Air. All right, is what you're saying. Yeah, because this is what my hoodies are actually supposed to look like. The other one with the other camera, it looked all dim and weird. Hold on, guys. I'll be back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to pick up a phone call. The guy who's fixing my bike just called me. Everybody, please like and subscribe. We're almost to 2,000 subscribers. We're getting close, but I need probably like 50 more people. I am going to have to go here pretty quick, though, when it hits an hour, because I got to go get my bike fixed. The dude that's fixing my bike just called me, and he's going to meet me down there, so. Hold on, guys. So, yeah, here in just a minute, I'm going to have to go because I got to go get my bike fixed again. This will be the second time I've had to get it fixed. I will be back on again tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow I'm going to do a longer live because I don't have nothing to do, so I'm just going to chill. But we're going to be back in our normal spot tomorrow. I was going to go back to my normal spot today, but obviously my bike broke, so I couldn't do it. So tomorrow, when I get as soon as my bike is fixed, we're going to be going back to the original OG spot of where I normally shoot my videos. So that's going to be fun because I'll actually be able to go back to my normal spot. I know that's been weird. It's been weird not being in my normal spot. So yeah, I'll be on probably about the same time tomorrow, but I'll be on longer. I'm going to try to do a couple hour live tomorrow. That way I can get more viewers and stuff. Because I need to get that 2,000 subscribers. We're getting so close. So close. If I can get 2,000 subscribers the second month of the year, then I would be grateful as hell. I'm grateful for what I already have. Because without you guys, none of this would be possible. And I love every single one of you guys. You guys are amazing. This channel is only possible with you guys. Without you guys, I would not be able to do what I do. Yeah, I shoot the videos, but you guys are the ones that make the videos blow up. So I appreciate and thank every single one of you guys for everything. And I love you guys more than you guys even know. I appreciate you guys, and you guys are amazing. And I hope that you guys continue on this journey with me forever, because I'm never going to stop doing YouTube. I'll be doing YouTube probably till the day I die now. YouTube has become a permanent fixture in my life because it's a community that I have now to reach out to people and hang out with people and have good conversations. So I actually, like I said, this is more than just a, whatever you want to call it, some people call this a hobby. To me, it's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle. But I love you guys, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye.